They all have one thing in common.
And you say, okay, I know that these guys are idiots. I don't really believe in any of that. But if this community, this narrative, and this agenda is going to take me from a couple $100,000 every few months into the billionaire section of having my own media platform, then I'm a conspiracy theorist all the way. Give me the tinfoil hat. I'm going to do this right now. I think he's doing it on purpose, knowing that it's a business opportunity for him. He doesn't give a shit about the truth.
So what's the summary here for David Icke? Well, he's an interesting guy. He's connected with a group of people that may feel disconnected or frustrated by things that are happening in the world, but his theories are generally nonsense, of course. He delivers them in a way that make them seem credible. He uses a lot of technical terminology from science, but really, again, it's just dressed up nonsense, right? So there's no scientific foundation to what he's saying. As far as valuing what he says metaphorically, I can understand how some people might see that, but I guess I get stuck with the whole lizard thing, and really the anti-vaccination and all the other conspiracy theories that he believes in. David Icke does the same thing we see with a lot of conspiracy theorists. He has one of the typical lines, which is if you confront a conspiracy theorist and you say what they believe is not true, they simply say that you're part of the conspiracy. So logically speaking, they kind of get trapped in this circle, right? There's no way to escape it. So there's no way to introduce new evidence for consideration. So, as I mentioned before, David Icke appears to be a flexible, open-minded thinker, but he's not really. He's closed off. Nothing's going to change his mind. No amount of evidence would change his mind. At least that's what appears to be happening.
London Real says he was banned from YouTube, but that didn't happen. I mean, we're going to see that here in a second. So, but why am I really doing this? Well, Brian Rose is going around screaming victim and claiming free speech when, in fact, what he was doing was promoting harmful ideas that were causing violence and destruction of private property in the country where he lives. So Brian is he lives in London, and you know, he drapes himself in the Union Jack. But at the same time, while people in London are burning down cell phone towers and destroying property, he's on the air with the fucking king of the nut jobs, who's pushing a bunch of lies. Now, we're not going to talk about the lies too much, but just be known that everything that David Icke said in that video regarding science, right, and medicine was completely wrong.